Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ancient Warfare Mod. Last episode we set up this thing, which now allows me to set up the Tinkerer Workshop machines with steam power instead of regular power. So that is actually very handy to have. And awesome, because now all I gotta do is figure out if this thing is gonna work or not, and then also set up all of my Tinkerer's Workshop machines that I'm going to build. So let's begin constructing the two machines that I want. Since I know what I want, kind of. I have kind of an idea of what I want for these machines, and yeah. Basically, with this pipe, I'm going to have to run this around here, and then have it go to each machine, have it go into each reservoir for the machines. So whatever fluid tank or storage each machine has, it will have to go into that. It is just fine. Not a problem with me. So I do have to remove these torches though, and this wall here. But this gives me more bricks to work with for building machines, so it's amazing. Not even sure why this wall was here in the first place though. That is a good question. Not sure why it was here. Also, this needs to get torn down because there is no point in having... Well, maybe there is a point in having that. It might be useful to have that. For like actually not having everything explode and burn down. Because then the fire can't go on the side of this block. But I'm not going to deal with that right now. We're going to go ahead and... probably should put it back, though. Definitely should, because I'm not going to... If you take a risk, you'll probably deal with the risk or succumb to the risk, so... This is weird. This is weird. I'm just not going to question it. Don't question the fact that I can just use the bed with... That's weird, but... Let's get back to it. Let's just go ahead and, I think this is everything it needs. So that one... Wait a second. Is this turned on or off? How do these usually look when they're on? I don't have another one to actually test. I think that is... We turned that on. Yeah, that's on. Okay, so then those guys need to be turned on. Pump water into the thing. Right. Okay. I think I know what I'm doing. No, I don't. No, I don't. But I need to make two machines. The Tinkerer Smeltry and Tinkerer Thingy. And I need to make a bunch of stuff for each machine. One of the things I will need to make is probably some new casts. I don't know. Actually, yeah, we'll take the ingot cast from this guy. So yeah, we'll definitely need a new ingot cast for this guy. Because he does get used a lot with the ingot cast. But I have enough seared bricks here to make a couple smelteries. So this shouldn't be a problem. And this is basically automating our ability to produce seared bricks. We'll probably make 3 of those. I won't need block casts because I don't use those usually. But... I will need ingot casts for probably 3 different materials. I don't know. Big smeltery would be nice. Glass. I will need glass for this as well. I'm not going to use the seared gauges. I don't really want to use them. I always use them. Instead, this playthrough, I'm going to use seared tanks instead. So, let me see if I have any sand. I got 6 pieces. I'll make 6 seared tanks, 3 for each machine that I'm going to be making. What are the machines I'm making? Well, pretty simple machines I need to actually do at Tinkerer's Workshop. So, we have 111 pages of Tinkerer's Workshop stuff, and the end page is this, explosive bow. I'm not sure how to make them. I have no clue, because they don't actually have a recipe. The scimitars have a recipe. Wait a second. These don't have a recipe. Why do these not have recipes? There is definitely then the recipe is the explosive bow. It must be in the book. I can make an explosive bow. But how? How do you make an explosive bow? The Great Blade is a recipe that should exist, isn't it? That's total Tinkers. Let me see. I'm pretty sure there's another Great Blade in here. Somewhere. From one of these other mods, maybe. No clue. 111 pages of Tinker's Workshop is good for you. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Let me see. Tools. There is no explosive bow in there. Is there explosive bow on the table? No, there is. There is! There is! I can make it! What? That catalyzes materials when activated, it shoots explosive arrows. Bow limb, tough binding, and bowstring. I am going to be making one of those. I didn't think I could. I researched it, and I did not figure out that I could make that. It's happening. That's happening. That's gotta happen. Oh, right, but I forgot what I'm making. So basically, I need more bricks. Because I need to make the actual smeltery, one of these, I will need to make casting things. I'll make 3 of them just to have an equivalent amount to my other thing. Not that I'm going to use all 3 of these, but it's nice to have them. So that's what I'll need for that. But for the other thing, I believe this is the Tinker Tank costs this. That gives you the Tinker Tank, yeah. So that's not what I need. I don't need the Tinker Tank. I need a furnace for a smelter. Now what is this? What is this machine? This is the Tinker Furnace, and it's something I never make because it's just so seemingly useless, I believe. You see, I can't use it yet, but it scales up and basically acts just the same as the thingy. But anyway, here's the seared furnace. Basically, like the Tinker thing, does not use coal, which I was just afraid of it using coal, but it can use steam, clearly. So, it's able to cook things very efficiently. So, we're building the most efficient smeltery ever. Right. So, any size from 3 times 3 to 11 times 11, and with any height from a minimum of 3 larger structures, increase the amount of items that can smelt at once. In order to be a valid structure, requires a floor and a ceiling with a frame. The sides frames around the ceiling and floor are optional. The structure can be made using a seared bricks of any kind with a seared single controller. At least 1 tank for fuel must be placed on an outer edge of the structure. The ceiling can be swapped with slabs or stairs, but otherwise supports the same blocks as the rest of the structure. Beautiful. So, we don't care about the Tinker Tank. That's basically this thing. Except, probably better. If I'm gonna be honest, it's probably better. We're at the point in the game where we can make everything look nice and work good. I didn't make any of these things. I forgot to make those. Well, I didn't forget to make them. I just haven't made them yet. I definitely need to make them because I need to have a bunch of storage for this one. This is the smeltery, by the way. So this is not going to be the Tinker Tank right away. We're going to go with the smeltery first. It's going to have... because it's going to be bigger, I think. As far as space I'm going to use for it. We're going to have 3 of these. And then the steam probably won't go past that. The steam will be just spent on making this thing around like this. Boom. And then I'll put a second valve over there. Actually, you know what? Not even second valve. I don't need one. Right. So this will be the tank for making seared bricks from now on. That's why I wanted this. It's because it can actually melt stone with 450 degrees apparently. Not sure how that works, but it's magic, so I'm not going to question it. So this is the sheared smeltery for the actual construction of the new... This thing is huge. Like, I did not think about how big I was going to make this thing, but I can make it super big. Like, I could make this thing massive. The next thing I want to make is going to also be massive if I make it the way I'm thinking about making it. It's going to be just, like, the largest thing ever. It's going to be able to cook, like, 7,000 pork chops at once. Not that I need to be able to do that, but... I mean, it's able to cook iron, too, and other stuff, and, you know, it's just able to supplement my lack of charcoal with steam instead. Because steam power is the future now. So... here is the seared faucets. Boom. Put them all there. A cannonite lever for making these run. Perfect. And that is everything I need. 3 of these. Nice. And it looks really good too. I'm actually surprised. One other thing. Tanks. We need to make them. Alright, so with the tanks, once we place them in, they actually will connect up. But I just place them in, and I'll have to show you all that, but I have to sleep first because it's about to be nighttime again. We need the rest of the tanks to be finished, and I have to do that with seared bricks. So, seared bricks for seared tank, 8 seared bricks per tank. These aren't expensive for me anymore because I can just mine cobblestone out of the ground, and it's just super easy. Only problem is if I place them down, it's annoying. Then I have to mine them again. I can't pick them up with your hands. Can't pick up... mechanism probably allows you to pick them up with your hands. Configurator. Just use the configurator on it. Wrench it. But it doesn't work with Tinker Workshop. It only works with the mechanism stuff. Unfortunately. So I do have the pipes we need. I have made more pipes for this. This is going to be crazy stupid, but as you can see, they hook up. And so if I do this, it also will hook up. And now this is 3 layers of 16 per each layer, I'm guessing. Like, actually ludicrous amounts of stuff will be smelted in this thing. So I could probably do an entire stack into a seared bricks. Yeah, that's, ridiculous. And the best part is, if I wanted to, things are gonna get even more out of hand. I think I can stack the other thing underneath this. What do I mean by I think I can stack the thing underneath this? Well, it's pretty simple. I can stack the smelter underneath the smeltery. Why? I don't know. It just seems like a great idea. And I don't think this thing needs to be solid bricks. I think it can just be unsolid and it works. So we're going to have to excavate this thing, and then we're placing in a second thing underneath this. Plus, it gets me a bunch of dirt for filling in all the holes around this place. Because when we burnt down the actual fortress that was here originally, yeah, it kind of burnt down the wall, and the wall was built into the ground apparently. Because Vikings are bad at construction. So here we have the pipes connected up to the new tanks, so this will put steam into them as well. And so the final thing is to see if this can be placed near the top and in the corner. Can be placed in the top near the corner. I will be doing entire stacks of smelting, and this will be super efficient. This is going to be the stupidest smeltery setup ever, but it works. And it's sharing the walls, wall sharing, and Tinker's construct. What? In fact, it's so good that I've built this so large and stuff, and that I'm building it so deep, that I have to keep building it deeper, because this dirt goes down like a lot of blocks before it hits stone. And so that just gives me an incentive to mine every single piece of dirt down to the stone level. Alright, so each block... What do I need? Alright, I need more seared bricks to make this thing happen. It's almost done. I just need the seared bricks, and then I can see if this actually is going to work. The question is, will it work or will it not? Because I have no clue if putting the thing in the corner actually affects whether or not it can work or not. So, odds are it might not work, but see how much dirt I've dug out? That's actually amazing. I think I got even more than that somewhere. I think it's in this one.